I had some low moments in my life, so I wouldn't think about rapping, writing, nothing like that.
Right.
It wasn't until in high school I used to I'm gonna say I'm gonna tell you I'm finna show how old I am. Memorex CDs, we used to print them joints
Oh, of
up.
course.
You know what I'm saying? Go around. I used to just pass them out, bro. I wrote on the top of the CD. You heard me with a marker. You know, I used to pass them out, and in my mind at that time, I was the best rapper alive. You heard me?
Mm.
So, but to the national spotlight, I got invited to be on BET 106 in Park when I was 19. You know what I mean? So,
Was it a Freestyle Friday or what was
nah,
it?
bro. So, crazy. BET did a teen violence special. I was a part of a group at the time. You know what I mean? And they singled me out of the group because they heard my story. You know, from growing up in St. Louis, I started gangbanging young, bro, like super young. I got shot up when I was 15. So
How many times did you shot?
twice.
Damn.
Yeah, I was a baby, bro. I had just turned 15. You know what I mean? Like that month, and I got shot, and you know I got sent away. So it's a real deep story, but my life turned into something beautiful, bro. You know what I mean? Just a story of triumph and perseverance. And so BET heard that, and they invited me to come do a teen violence special. You heard me? So they made a team. They've never done a teen violence special ever, and this is around the same time of police brutality was high. You know what I mean? A lot of injustice,
Right.
social uproar. So they brought me there, did a teen violence special on me, and that's what put me in national spotlight. But they put on the TV youth activist. I didn't even know what an activist was.
Right.
So, but it's amazing how that kind of like foresaw and prophesied to what my life would end up looking
What
like.
it ended up
You know what I'm
becoming,
saying?
yeah.
Yeah. But you can't really find the episode online though where they sponged it, you know what I'm saying, because it was live.
Oh yeah,
And
that's the only. It's like you almost damn near gotta like hit them like, hey, send me the tape.
yeah, no, they sponged it, and I was talking about God a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, the faith factor hit me, bro. Because the way they shot up the street, Kev, I ain't supposed to be here, bro. Like,
Were they trying to shoot you?
yeah, out of 7 people, only person that got shot, and bullet. I mean, don't you know how bullet holes went through my cousin's shirt, bro? Like it was that type of energy. I'm the only person that got shot, and I met God on my back. Like I was laying there, and you know how they say your life flash for your eye.
Yeah.
Like I used to hear it through movies until it happened. And I'm looking up at the sky, bro, and I'm like, yo,
Do you feel like I don't know how serious like your your wounds were, but do you like were you like slipping in and out of like whatever they call that like space between like
yeah.
passing away and being here? Like,
No, I mean, cause the adrenaline is so high, I didn't even know I was shot until somebody like told me I was shot.
but you once you're cognizant
Once
of
once I
that,
was cognizant, I saw the wounds. I'm like, oh, and then your brain like
there's something that probably turns on.
turns on, bro. So that happened, you know what I mean? And it took the ambulance like 45 minutes to get there.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? I'm on the north side of St. Louis, you heard me? So ain't nobody coming over there, bro. But BT heard my story. They did a special on it. And like I said, I was talking about God a lot, you know, just my faith. And they sponged it, but I ended up helping a lot of people. And it's before Instagram was
Right.
popping, right? So I started getting booked all across the country. But all this is as a speaker. Nobody's, you know, they don't even know how to do music.
Not even on no music shit, just
So,
to hear
yeah.
your story.
So what I would do throughout the bookings and, you know, the speaking is I would do acapellas. You heard me? And I'm young, man, so I'm getting my stuff off, you know what I mean? So I would do acapellas. And so the people start calling me a poet at the time, you know what I mean? But I really was just saying my verses slowly, you know what I mean? And people start hearing me as a poet, as a lyricist at that time. And it really just charted to the rest of my journey, bro. I got awarded the White House Service Achievement Award when I was 23.
Oh wow,
Yeah, from Barack Obama. So
that's big.
yeah, bro, I wrote a book.
Were you able to go to the White House?
Yeah, I went to White House, went to Capitol Hill. You know, it's.
Did you meet Barry?
I did. I didn't meet him, but I was in an oyster club, bro, and all of them was in the oyster club. I was just on a wall.
That's fire.
I was 23 years old, bro.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my journey. This is like the 200th version of me. As we're talking, this is
Right.
a whole different version of me, bro. It's been a journey of growth, and all of it's been independent. You know what I'm saying? So everything that people see from my career, I wrote a book when I was 23. I got award the White House Service Achievement Award. I got my own day in the city of Houston from the mayor. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Mayor Sylvester Turner. But I got my own day. And with all of that, I started a nonprofit organization first. And it was a writing and performing arts organization. So it wasn't until all of this happened Then I started taking music serious. I stopped everything.
Yeah, I get it now.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
and I'm grateful for that journey, bro, because my music is real and raw because I've lived. You know what I'm saying?
The life you've lived.
I've lived, bro. Like everything I talk about is rich. You know what I mean? It ain't just like it ain't like you know, I found some newfound talent. No, this has been refined. You know what I mean?
It's interesting too because do you feel like had you not been shot that your journey would have been different?
The way it would have definitely been different. I'd probably be dead or in jail either way. You know what I'm saying? You know, with St. Louis being what it is. But,
right.
But if that didn't happen, because my mom sent me away after that, and I was homeless throughout high school, so I stayed with 6 different families.
Where'd you get sent away to?
Houston.
Okay.
Yeah.
So from there, it was like H-Town.
Yeah, you know, so Houston saved my life, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And really the people, that's why I have so much admiration for community and humanity, because I've seen beauty in it too. I stayed with old white couple I stayed with, you know what I'm saying? I used to spend some time with some Hispanics and Asians. So my view just on life is different. And like I say, it's been refined. So I started doing music, taking the music seriously 3 years ago, bro. So everything that people see.
3 years old.
It's only 3 years old, but it's rich though.
Right.
At the same time, you know what I mean?
It's interesting because when something like that happens, it's almost like it's either just another day or it's going to change your life.
Yeah.
It's like one of the two. Because, you know, there's people who get shot and nothing changes. And
nothing.
But I feel like when something like that happens, it's like a real fork in the road moment.
Yeah, it's about how you respond.
Yeah.
I think you know, is we all have different moments. So it don't have to be something as drastic as getting shot, right? But it could be how you respond to anger, how you respond to disappointment, how you respond to a breakup.
For sure.
How you respond to, you know, being broke. Like that's who you are in real life. You know what I mean? You are whoever you are when you are alone. So whoever you are when you're around people and all that ain't really you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would say too, it's like the craziest shit is how everybody is just like an emotional mistake away from like changing the trajectory of their life at all times.
That's why I said in you know, in my music I talk a lot about like we talk about the crash outs, but we don't talk about the people who almost crashed out.
The almost crash outs is crazy.
Because you learn that the lessons are in the almost crash outs. You hear me? It's woven in the almost. But people don't want to talk about the almost because it's vulnerable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to be vulnerable to say, yeah, man, I almost lost my mind, or I almost crashed out on all y'all. You know what I mean? Like, because you don't praise the almost. You almost a street nigga. You almost shot somebody. You almost, ain't no beauty.
Yeah, it's like, thank God, man, because I had a lot of crash out moments when I was younger, but the internet wasn't as prevalent as it is.
Yeah.
So, but it's like you got to learn, and like certain shit is just not worth it, man. Like, it's just like, but I really feel like life is just, it really boils down to how you react to adversity, or how you react when you're when you're mad, when you're sad, when you're disappointed, because it's in those moments that you have to be composed. You have to step back, let the dust settle, and just, because in those same moments, it's like like I said, you could apply that to financial advice. You could apply that, like when people get freaked out because you know some crazy shit's happening. You don't look at it through the emotional lens. There's always opportunity to take advantage of any situation. You know what I'm saying?
It's all about how you respond. And I believe that's why my journey has been unique, because I am the symbol of the almost. I'm the symbol of evolution, right? Like we got street niggas. We got all that, but have you ever seen an evolved one before? Have you ever seen somebody like go beyond it? You know what I'm saying? And look and be able to talk about it holistically. I don't know. Pac died at 25.